What the fuck is up, guys? It's Revolutionary Drama, back for another video. Sorry if I sound stuffed. I am. I don't know why. I'm not sick. I've been like this since I quit smoking. Gross, I know. But, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, as always, the source that I use for these videos is What the Fuck Is Up Today, or thank you. What the Fuck Just Happened Today, .com. So, yeah, there's not as much this week as there was last, but, of course, this video is still going to be long, because I have to put my opinion everywhere. So, what has happened since last Tuesday / the beginning of Wednesday? A Supreme Court justice temporarily reinstated Trump's refugee ban. Last week, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled the government couldn't prohibit refugees from entering the country if they had reassurances from a resettlement agency. Justice Kennedy overruled the lower court. The Supreme Court will hear arguments on the travel ban on October 10th, and the source is Bloomberg/Reuters. Boy! The travel ban in the fucking first place, when it was first fucking put into place, ridiculous. Fucking absolutely ridiculous. To ban people from a certain country to ban people from a certain country from coming into your country of a certain religion, like, that's just fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. And it's not, you know, I understand, like, you know, certain scenario, that's not founded in any real, like, you know, fact or, you know, any truth, you know, there's nothing backing that, you know, there's nothing. So, I think that's ridiculous. I hope, you know, it's gonna be able to be, like, rescinded or something, you know, I don't know. I'm sure I'll be hearing more about that later on this week. Here we go. This one is just fucking ridiculous. Sorry. Mexico rescinded its offer of aid to the United States after Trump failed to offer condolences following the Mexico City earthquake and its own hurricane. The country had previously pledged to help fund the Hurricane Harvey recovery effort, as good neighbors should always do in trying times. And the source is LA Times. I'm not surprised, because Trump is just petty and like an asshole like that. Like, you expect this country to build your fucking wall and pay for it, which is billions of dollars, and after the fact that they say they're going to fund, help fund and give aid to the recovery program, you don't even have the common decency to say, holy shit, I'm so sorry, we'll do anything we can to help. Are you kidding me? Like, what the actual fuck? Let's see. The UN Security Council unanimously passed its toughest sanctions on North Korea yet. The sanctions will limit Pyongyang's oil imports and halt its textile exports in an attempt to take the future of the North Korean nuclear program out of the hands of its outlaw regime. And this source is Washington Post. Okay, so I love how everyone's like, oh, communist societies, communist governments don't work. Because y'all put sanctions on us. Because y'all try to make it so we can't fucking live. Like, fucking North Korea has been fucking sanctioned to hell and back, especially throughout the past fucking year. And it's bullshit. How do you expect these people to survive? I get if you have fucking qualms with, you know, Kim Jong-un, but, like, doing this is not hurting him. It's hurting innocent people in a country that has nothing to do with their leader. You know, like, just, like, taking him out of the equation. I'm not saying he's good or bad, because that's not what I'm focusing on. Take him out of the equation. You're hurting innocent people that didn't choose where to live, and if they did, so what? You know, like, you're really going to sanction them to hell and back just so they fucking die off? It's trying, honestly, it's trying to fucking, it's trying to, like, kill off the North Korean people without going over there and committing genocide, you know? Two senators unveiled a bipartisan proposal to block Trump's transgender military service ban. Kirsten Gillibrand's and Susan Collins' amendment would bar the military from removing transgender service members based on their gender identity alone. And the source is CNN. I'm glad that this is happening, and someone I talked to brought up a good point earlier. Well, not brought up a good point, but rather made me think of a good point, or, you know, I was able to explain why this isn't about the military. Of course, yes, it's about the military, but at the root of it, it's not about the military. It's about further isolating, further separating trans people from the general population, from the rest of people, from being considered people. It's denying them a right that everyone else has, not because of anything else, but besides their fucking, their identity, by who they are, by who they were born as. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's not about military, because I'm trans, I'm non-binary, and I don't care about serving the military. I don't want to serve the military. That's a whole other issue. This isn't about the military. This is about trans rights. So I'm happy about that. Scott Pruitt doesn't want to talk about climate change right now. The EPA chief said that with Hurricane Irma, to have any kind of focus on the cause and effect of the storm versus helping people who are actually facing the effect of the storm is misplaced. Experts have said that climate change has contributed to the increased strength of hurricanes this season. And the source for that is also CNN. There's a problem, and this is probably why the problem's happening, but we can look at that later when, you know, the ice caps are completely melted and the sea level's, like, above the Statue of Liberty and shit. It's fine. Like, are you kidding me? Climate change is fucking real! You're the head of the EPA, and you're like, it's fine, just come back to it later. It's fine. Like, yes, we have to focus on supporting the people affected by Harvey and affected by Irma. But, like, that doesn't mean that we can't recognize that this is because of climate change. Like, what the fuck? The Senate Appropriations Committee passed a $10 million spending bill to help fund the United Nations Climate Change Group that oversees the Paris Climate Agreement, despite Trump's decision to stop funding it. The panel approved funding for the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change as well as the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, and the source is Reuters. I'm glad, because Trump pulling out of the Paris Agreement was very stupid. It was very, very dumb on his part. Because, you know, as the US still stands, it is a superpower of the world. Whether that's a good or bad thing, whatever. It is. And we can make a big effect on the climate, whether it be good or bad. Most likely going to be bad. Especially pulling from the Paris Agreement, it's definitely going to be bad. So, you know, at least this is something. The Senate wants to force Trump to go on the record and condemn the white supremacist rallies in Charlottesville, while rejecting white nationalists, white supremacists, the Ku Klux Klan, neo-Nazis, and other hate groups. The joint resolution means it will be sent to Trump to sign into law, and the source is Politico. I mean, to be honest, I was very shocked when he actually condemned the Ku Klux Klan and when he condemned the white nationalists, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit his agenda. I don't know what he's trying to do from that, because obviously he's trying to pull some shit, but I don't know why he would say that, because in a way it's stupid, because, you know, his whole voter and supporter basis was based off of, you know, him being racist, him, you know, fitting in so well with the alt-right. And now the alt-right's gonna fucking hate him because he's like, yeah, fuck hate groups. So I don't know why he's sort of... He's diminished his entire fucking support system. Like, good job. And, oh yeah, Trump will visit China in November. He has repeatedly called on Beijing to put an end to North Korea's nuclear weapons program. And that's from Bloomberg. I think, if I'm correct, that is it for this week. Oh no, okay. Sorry, I missed one point. About half of white evangelicals think Muslims and atheists want to limit their freedom, according to a wide-ranging Baylor University survey. 2/3 of Americans with no religious affiliation, today's been a long day, I'm fucking tired, as you can see by my bags, said the same of conservative Christians, and that poll was from the Washington Post. Newsflash, conservatives are the ones that are, like, repressing people's fucking freedom while saying, freedom of speech, freedom of this, freedom of that, freedom, freedom, freedom. No one's harming your freedom, Bobby, no one. So on that note, I think that's all for this week. So thank you for watching. Comment video ideas if you'd like, feedback, criticism, whatever it may be. And I will see you again on Thursday.